After I left Starfleet, I made it my life's work to reunite the Romulans with their Vulcan brothers. For many years, I lived among them and waged a campaign of peace. Live long. And 21 years ago, the star of the Hova system went supernova and sent a wave of devastation across the quadrant. I promised to save the Romulan homeworld. I failed. The planets Romulus and Remus were destroyed. Countless billions were killed. My home, my friends, my life, all are memories. Time does not stop for one man, and neither does history. The chaos in Romulan space gave the Klingon Empire an opportunity to expand its territory. Today, Jimpak, the Chancellor of the High Council, traded diplomacy for the tip of a blade. Only in battle, Jimpak says, is a Klingon truly Klingon. The Federation did its utmost to preserve its alliance with the Klingons, but war was inevitable. The Romulans want revenge for their lost world. The Dominion is rebuilding its forces. Now the Borg have reappeared, and the Alpha Quadrant balances on the edge of ruin.
Resistance is futile. Warning, ship is under attack.
The fate of the galaxy rests in your hands.
Keep firing!
Welcome. And you soon will be embarked on a training cruise with a ship is manned by cadets like this tutorial will introduce.
There you are. Final. And for all the times you've helped me. I've admired you. I hope Starfleet recognizes all you've done to lead our class. What ship did you get? Find Tvrel. She won't.
Greetings.
There you are. Our training crews will all be good up. Yes, I have the complete assignment. Let's see. Interesting. You're going to have to.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Put away your inhibitions, let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave the lust, heart building, breaking trust. Gon' get wild when we come out, like gon' get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, gon' bust a rhyme. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. Hey, what with me now? We running wild. Hey, and nobody can. We on the town. Hey, I never come down. I never come down. Blow one down, pass it around.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we'll get a chance to see the two quarterbacks who went head-to-head back at Super Bowl 45. It's Aaron Rodgers going up against Ben Roethlisberger. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Easy. Check 13. Check 13. Blue 30.
They'll throw on first down. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Offense faces a 3rd and medium with 6 yards left. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Steelers call board. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. This time with Lacey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So on 4th down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He'll take it at the 42. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at take care of my defense, how do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
2nd down, 9 yards to go. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. He's got a man, it's his fullback. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there.
Push the pile. And they pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Green with a catch left side. A solid stiff arm. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. D'Angelo Williams scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a 1st quarter lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in, they did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff as they take over here, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Back is Lacey. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
To throw on 2nd down. Finding time. He's going to air one out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll come out on 3rd and long. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. On the ground, this is Williams. Down to about the 22 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
They run it again with Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move.
He caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Brown, the lone receiver, left. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's got his man here. It's Green. Called a gain of 13 yards on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the I. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run.
A great tackle. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it.
And the offense looks to pick up the 1st here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Here we go. Easy. Switch gears. Alert. Check safety.
Roethlisberger going to give to Williams on the draw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. D'Angelo Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. One receiver left. 2 on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun on third down, Rodgers finds his target, Montgomery. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
319.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarvis Jones from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
319. 258. Go, go, go. Check 3, check 3. Right. No.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Green alone out to the right. First down with Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here, tight angle. And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he's brought down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Looking back to week one for a second, partner, a lot of intriguing football. A couple of games that really caught our attention. The Seahawks needing a late touchdown to beat the Dolphins. How about the Chiefs coming back from down 24-3 to beat the Chargers?
Two terrific games, and you don't forget Oakland and New Orleans. Not even getting to overtime because of Jack Del Rio's gutsy two-point conversion call in regulation to seal the victory for the Raiders. And I love what the Lions did. Big lead, let it get away against Indianapolis, and then came back and beat them late.
Yeah, 39-35. That was a shootout. Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
26.
Jam the coverage look defensively. Throwing now is Rodgers. Just keeping the play alive. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards there on the scramble and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to Lacey. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Surveying the field. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th. Time running out here on the play clock. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Switching gears here for a second, partner. A lot of nail-biters on Sunday around the league. In fact, a lot of the road teams were able to come out victorious.
So much for protecting home field advantage, which every team preaches about. Win all your home games. That gives you a great chance to get to the playoffs. Think about it this way. Oakland over New Orleans, one of the better games of Sunday. How about Cincinnati going to the Jets and winning? That's a big win for the Bengals. The Giants at Dallas. Picks to make the playoffs. Jacksonville, they gave it a valiant effort, but Green Bay came in and beat.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 7 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. The offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. Past the 20. Caught on the right side by Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 47 yards. And the Packers get a score closer. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and against a safety, you like your odds when he's running against a safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide, not even the
offense. What you're trying to do is going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, let me get your thoughts on the AFC West in general after week 1. You had the Chargers losing that tough one, but they put up a good showing. Broncos and Raiders both winning one-point games. What do you see from the AFC West?
For me, partner, nothing has changed from what I thought going into the season. In fact, it's actually solidified. In week 1 of this year. Oakland, everyone talks about being a surprise. They're no longer a surprise. They're a solid team that will contend. And Denver's just the defending champions in the league. And San Diego played much better than expected in week 1.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job game is. They're like in a sprinter stance. They're just was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Roethlisberger, this one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense. But as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he locates Wheaton complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Out left here, it's complete to Wheaton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. So big play on 3rd and goal. Defensively, they're going with it. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So out comes a field goal. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But
the successful field goal try, here's Boswell. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula. Gave up a score last time. What adjustments do down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Javon Hargrave able to get him for a loss of about 3.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. They come out 5 wide side. On second down, here's Rodgers. He's got time. Caught by Montgomery. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a hit they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Arthur Moats coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough ball. Rodgers to throw on second down. Finding time. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. And on 3rd and 15, we see DBs on the
on 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come out down. And they away in time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last plays out. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Serve pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Hand it off now, Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice.
Wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that.
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
Well, certainly a tough loss here, but they've got to move on. I mean, you have another opponent next week. You dwell on this one, it hurts you the following week.
That's where the 24-hour rule comes into play, win or lose for all teams. Either enjoy the win for 24 or reflect on the loss for 24, then put it aside and move forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.
My face, you're not from the clique. Give me space, we might ride it. Most say that, baby, they don't love the clique. I thought they love you when you make it. This some mud. Yeah, this some mud. Friends and business don't mix, so I'm brotherless. Trying to get back close, hit them with the stiff. Gears I shift, make sure they feel the drift. Just caught the Benz, oh, with the tick. You should know, cause in every song I said, yeah, in every song I said, I'm just proud of my accomplishments. I'm a 400, I don't care at all. Have a head on. Heard you talking about I'm real, I'm fraud. Your kids and broad ain't straight, you shouldn't care at all.
Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why you always leave. Please tell me why you always leave.
Why you what?
Please tell me why.
Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Eagles going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule. As he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Foster alone in the back. He'll get the football here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about and creating a lost yardage possibility?
On second down. Here's Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And here's a look at the starting offense. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Tannehill, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Sproles, the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. Uses the stiff arm. Sheds a second man. Ryan Matthews. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards on the ground. So they had him bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews taking it in from a... Well, that was a quick hitter drive. They had the huge play to get him down near the goal line, and then they run it in. I don't know that the defense ever had a chance.
Defines a big, huge gain. They often want to hurry up and go right away. Keep the momentum going, hit them again, and I think we just saw that there. The second play resulted in pay dirt.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here's Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Miami first down.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Start to play each and every week.
To throw is Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that. Fine. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Alone in the backfield. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles do get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming with defense? And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. So on that play, defense was in the offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good.
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Zebra! 380! Zebra! Alert flare!
Tannehill on first down. Wide open receiver complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter, punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, back last time, more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sun.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Koamisi in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Another pistol look here. Throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 6 to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Just to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll come out on second down. Here's Tannehill. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he's got him. It's the tight end, Cameron. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4". Guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Here we go. I got 29.
The throw on second down is Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He lost 2 there.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it in yardage.
380.
Third and long. It's Tannehill. Sideline throw. That's caught by Landry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets it. Across the 40.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began the first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
15 yards through the air on the first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. To the air again, Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. On first and 10, Tannehill. Dancing to his left. Touchdown, Miami. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got
down. As you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. Get away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. So he shifts past him. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make confidence having scored the last time out.
Wentz now to throw. Ertz has it left side. In week 1, Wentz found Zach Ertz 6 times for 58 yards. Good start to the season for the tight end.
Good start for him, and it lets his young quarterback know that he has a safety valve at all times. You got a tight end who can run routes in the middle of the field, can run away from people at times, and is always going to be dependable. They'll need those types of numbers from Zach Ertz all season long to help out Carson Wentz in his rookie debut. Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Miami after this. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Play action to Sproul. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. A bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now Landry. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going.
If they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. It's caught. Stills right side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30, and the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And Cameron has it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here. Time. Now Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else?
1 back and 3 tight ends. Throwing is Wentz. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
From that spot on the field, the tendency is to play it safe, run the football, make sure you don't have any errors. But sometimes you want to break tendency, and you take a big shot down for a little bit unaware. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get it completed on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in on the return now. It's Josh Huff. They juked him, fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the 2nd half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the 2nd half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move over again.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Ertz over the middle, and he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be 1st down Eagles. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey Burton from 4 yards out. And the Eagles add up. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when this guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you can get those rack yards before he secured it.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A solid gain of 15 yards and the stick smooth.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
It's Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and
hurried, he got the hit, but incomplete. Now they'll run it on the toss. Muscles him off. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 14 there. And it's first down, Miami. Back to throw, Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent. Down he goes.
Tannehill now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with
a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Tannehill. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Deion Sims from 6 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he's got it up and through. Now on to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense.
And what really helps out in a big way is when they think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. Possible. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. 3rd down now following the run. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing. Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. Jordan Matthews all by himself. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Matthews. Eagles had 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. It away into the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now, and they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles. Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time. My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway. He called you laddie? He called me laddie. That was the nicest thing he called me. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, it stays up. Shrugs it. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Connor Barwin able to drop him for a loss of 4. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there. Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And Stills over the middle. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. And they're going to speed things up here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark. And that is caught. And they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They run behind them. In this case, they let him down.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperate, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the veteran Leotis McKelvin. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting sent to take the field. They have the dream scenario into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game.
The final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.